Dear learners, this is Shashi Ramachandran. In continuation of my previous video about accounting for partnership firm, we are going to learn in this video profit and loss appropriation account. Now, you all have learned in your previous class that in case of a sole proprietorship, the profit and loss as ascertained by P&L account. We used to prepare trading account, profit and loss account, and then the balance sheet. So the profit net profit ascertained by this P&L account is transferred to the capital account of a sole proprietor. So he's the one who used to enjoy this profit all alone. Okay. Now in case of a partnership, however, certain adjustments are to be made, like interest on capital, interest on his drawings to be charged, salary, if any, to be given to the partner, or a commission to a partners are required to be made. And this net profit is basically divided between the partners. Okay, and for this purpose, it is mandatory or it is customary that we prepare profit and loss appropriation account of the firm, and to ascertain the final figure of profit and loss to be distributed among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So there is an addition you can see here. After P&L account, we prepare P&L appropriation account where this net profit, after making all the adjustment regarding interest on capital, interest on uh, drawings of a partner, salary if it is given to the partner, or a commission given to a partner, after all these adjustments, this net profit is divided among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So now the partners, what they get, or the payment which is due to the partner, it can be a charge or an appropriation. So here charge means which is mandatory. So amount which is to be paid to the partners capital account, and whether irrespective of this profits, like whether the firm earns profit or not, that is to be given. So that becomes a charge. On the other hand, appropriation of profit here means that this amount is given to the partner or credited to the partner only in case the firm earns a profit. Now let's see what are the charge here. The example of charge are manager's commission, that is mandatory rent payable to a partner. If a partner has given up any of his, like say one of his room for office use to a firm, then the rent is payable to a partner, and that is a charge for the firm. So firm has to pay that rent irrespective of the profit or loss earned or suffered by the firm. And same way the partner, if partner has advanced any loan to the firm, in that case the interest also becomes a charge for the firm. You can remember this three terms as M, R, and I. So manager's commission, rent payable to a partner, interest on partner's loan. So these are mandatory, these are a charge, so these are to be given. And appropriation examples are interest on capital of the partners, drawings, the amount which is withdrawn by the partner, so interest is charged on that, salary or commission given to the partner, or any reserve to be maintained for future use or a further expansion, future expansion. So the one which is charge is recorded in P&L account, and appropriation, for that we prepare profit and appropriation account. So remember, these are the one which are these adjustments are to be made in profit and loss appropriation account, and once these adjustments are made, the amount left in P&L account, or you can say net profit, that becomes your divisible profit and distributed among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So what we learned about P&L account, it is an extension of profit and loss account because it comes after P&L. Once we calculate net profit, we move to P&L appropriation. Net profit as a profit and loss account is transferred to P&L. So the further treatment is to be done with net profit by transferring it to profit and loss appropriation. The one what we get after this all the adjustment, that is allowing the salary or commission to a partner, interest on capital, transfer to reserve, charging interest on drawing. After these adjustments, what we get is called as a divisible profit. And also remember, this P&L appropriation account is prepared only in case of partnership firm, because this is basically meant for distribution of profit among the partners. So let's see the format of a P&L appropriation account. This is a format of a P&L appropriation account. It is a nominal account. So all the expenses of the firm will be recorded on the debit side and all the income on the credit side. So there are two sides, debit and credit. So net profit, the first step will be the profit of the firm. Net profit, which is ascertained from the P&L account, will be transferred to credit side of the profit. Then all these expenses are to be taken. If there is a loss, then it is on the debit side. Normally, if it's a loss, we only distribute the loss. So nothing is provided, because if it's a loss, IOC, interest on drawing, interest on capital is not provided. So interest on capital from the firm's point of view, it's an expense. Partner's salary, reserve, partner's commission, all these are expenses to be written on the debit side. On the other hand, drawings, interest which is charged from the partner is an income for the business, so it will be written on the credit side. So once you got the credit balance, here total of credit side minus total of debit side, this is your divisible profit. And now the next step is this profit will be distributed to the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So this is your format of P&L appropriation account. It's a nominal account. It is an extension of P&L account, and it is prepared to adjust the partner's amount, the one which is to be credited to the partner's capital account. So let's take an example. And one more thing here, that you can deduct that MRI, manager's commission, rent payable to a partner, and that is interest on loan, that either you have to show in a profit and loss account, or other way is you can deduct that amount here itself and then proceed with the other adjustment. That is also one way, that manager's commission, rent payable to a partner, and interest on loan being a charge mandatory, you can deduct it here in net profit and then you can proceed with other appropriation amount. Now let's take an example. Well, on 1st Jan 2003, A and B entered into partnership and their capitals are 60,000 and 45,000 respectively. Their profit sharing ratio is 3:2. B is allowed to a salary of 12,000 and interest on capital is also given as 10% per annum. Drawings also are given of A and B, that is 9,000 and 18,000. Interest on drawings of A and B is also given as 15, 150 and 210 respectively. The profit for the year before above adjustment. So all these adjustments are to be done. That is 35,000. You are asked to prepare a P&L appropriation account. So let's prepare P&L appropriation account. So we have this question, P&L appropriation format. You can see interest on capital, B salary on the debit side, and on the credit side, interest on drawings. So the first step will be to transfer this profit, that is 35,000, and then interest on capital will be calculated on 60,000 and 45,000 at the rate of 10%. So these are the profit IOC, sorry, interest on capital of A and B. Salary also is given to the partner. That salary is given as 12,000 to B. So we have written it per year. If it's per month, you would have multiplied with 12. Now interest on drawings also given in terms of rupees only, so we are going to take it directly, 150 and 210. So the next step will be the total of credit side. So total of credit minus the total of debit will give you divisible profit. So this is your divisible profit, and this divisible profit will be distributed to partners in their profit sharing ratio, which is 3:2. So this is divided in the ratio 3:2. Now, the profit and loss, as you have seen, that profit and loss of the firm, or it is divisible profit of the firm, is distributed between the partners in an agreed ratio. But in case the deed is silent, then in that case the provision affecting the accounting treatment or provision of Partnership Act 1932 will be applicable. So in case there is like the deed is silent, in that case no IOC, no interest on drawings, no loan, there's no salary, nothing will be provided, and in fact the share profit will be shared equally between the partners. So let's take a same example. Same question here. The everything is same. The capitals are given, salary to B is given, and then drawings also are given. Interest on drawing also given, profit is given, but last statement says that you have to prepare a P&L appropriation account in the absence of partnership deed. So when the partnership deed is absent, you can see here P&L appropriation where there is no interest on capital, interest on drawing, or a salary. So it's not provided as per the provision of Partnership Act 1932. So first step will be, of course, transferring the profit, and same profit will be distributed between the partners now, and but in their profit sharing, not in a profit agreed profit sharing ratio. In fact, it is distributed equally between the partners. So when there is no deed, only what is to be provided, the profit, and that too in their in a equal ratio, not in a agreed ratio. I hope you like this video. Share this video with your friends and do subscribe to my channel Exuberant Learners. Also click on the bell icon to get the latest updates on my channel. Thank you.